Yo, it's a review for Splitshade. He's a, I think it was a Platinum 3. I believe he said he was struggling to get out of, struggling to get into Diamond. Let's see, we have a very, very long 3v3. Which is good, because we generally ask for those games, so, you know. What you ask is what you get. No real reason to pass, because you already see here that there's no one to pass to, right? So it's giving away possession there. I already see you're kind of like too often in ball cam, in car cam. If you're too often in like this, if you're too often in car cam, you lose a lot of visibility on the match itself. A rare triple commit. You said no. Your teammate is ready to shoot this. So this is like not your ball to go for. Even now you can see your teammate. So you're somehow still going for it. Even though you see your teammate going for it, you still decide to go for it. So definitely gotta work on that reaction time. When you're rotating in the threes match and you're coming into net while your teammate is already there, I'll show you. You're supposed to go from far post to inner post while your teammate goes for the ball. Instead, you cut rotation here, decide to ignore your teammate, and now this is where it gets awkward, right? So when you're rotating backwards, always go from outer post to inner post. Another rotation turn. A rotation cut, so you went, I believe, from rotating backwards into doing this, forcing your teammate to be overly defensive. Not necessarily bad, because you're on. Okay, so you're playing as a solo player with a 2-stack. So whatever you do is gonna be perceived as toxic by those random 2s, because that's how pre-made 2s work usually. Everything you do is like put under a loop, and everything you do is magnified by 10. So continuously cutting inside like this, they might be getting tilted. Because also they're on comms and they're telling like, oh, this guy is like ball chasing so hard. You almost even own gold there. You definitely got like no regard for teammates at all. Should know there's teammate in net, because you already saw him. Bang, shot on net. You still go for it, even though you know your teammate's going for it. So you've definitely got no regard for teammates at all. Cutting rotation, left, right, and center. Basically flat out ignoring your teammates. See? And so now you do rotate correctly, so you go from outer post to inner post. It's a good way to not bump into anyone. That's good. Let's just practice. There's nothing too much to say about that. A lot of awkward movement. Again, cutting rotation. Again, forcing your teammate to go overly defensive by going for this. Yeah, could have told you you're not gonna hit this just by the way you jumped for it. There's no need to jump for this. There's no one nearby, and you can just wait for the bounce. Honestly, just take your time a bit. Nice half flip. You know he's going for it. There's really no point. I really gotta wonder, like, what is going through your mind right now? There's a teammate going for this, and yet you're still going for it, even though you can see he's like going for it, right? I don't know. I see how you're cutting him again. Like, this is the most literal form of cutting rotation I've ever seen. Imagine rotating as like a line, and you're just being like a pair of scissors right now. You absolutely cut through this like a hot knife through butter. Instead, rotate. Yep. Far post, inner post. Teammate goes for this. So now you're forced to do a double commit by cutting rotation. So if you ever say something along the lines of, "Wow, my teammates keep double committing," 99% of the time, they double commit because someone cuts rotation in a dumb way. If that makes sense. So, like, you force your teammate to double commit basically by cutting rotation. And now there's good forms of cutting rotation as well, but that's like so optional and really, it really depends on the situation. Like, it's so hard to describe. Make sure to get boost here. There's no real reason to not get boost here. 23 boost, rotating backwards, not grabbing boost, pretty bad. Got 36 boost to work with. Used all of it, nothing you left to recover from. Okay, that's the regular time. So now we're going into overtime. Oof, really poor clear. Never ever clear the ball like putting it back midfield. Again, your car is like, it's kind of cringe. Your car is like a moving obstacle right here, and I'm really surprised you hit no one going back like this. Your car is like going out and about with no regard for teammates' positioning at all. And that should have been a goal. It's when rotating, always keep in mind to dodge your teammates. And eventually you should start to get a feel for where your teammates are. You keep dodging the back boost for some reason. So there's boost here. you got 20 boost and you choose to not get it. I think my replay is bugged. No, okay. It's doing some weird stuff. Okay. So make sure to always get back boost. No real reason to shoot this. Could have reversed a bit, get a better touch on it. And then followed up by like a better shot. Single jump for this aerial. Make sure to, especially a diamond something or like high platinum, you should definitely know how to do a fast aerial. It's not even a normal fast aerial, like quick aerial. I don't even know, like a double jump aerial. I don't even know how people call them these days. You should have definitely like at least double jumped here. So not only are you not doing a double jump aerial, you're also not doing a fast aerial, which is boosting and double jumping at the same time. So if you can't do those things, you're definitely gonna get beat often in the future. It's even more double commits. Teammates on the right, you should know he's there. Force yourself to go for this again. No regard for teammates positioning again. Gotta really keep in mind where your teammates are. Cutting inside again. With 20 boost, cutting inside. That's good. Wait, why am I? My player banners? Okay. Really awkward stuff, really awkward stuff. Really risky to go for this. I mean, also another single jump, by the way. I just like to point that out. Cutting inside here with 20 boost. This should be like a sin or like a 5-minute ban. No, that should be illegal. Turning here? That's something I've never seen before. You seem to like never take any big boosts when rotating backwards as well. It's so like, gotta make sure you get 100 boost. When you're at 60, I can usually understand it. But whew, with 20, I think that's a goal. Yeah. Whew, there was a lot to cover there. Wow. I don't even know where to begin. Extremely rarely taking big boosts when rotating backwards. Completely ignoring your teammates in the game. Cutting inside with 20 boost. Like you just gotta pay more attention to your teammates. When there's a teammate taking big boost on the right, they're not gonna take it and reverse. They're gonna follow through. So if the ball then comes right, that means you back off because they have it. And it's something you'll learn eventually, but eventually you start developing like a feel for the game, understand where the ball is and where your teammates are and what balls to go for and stuff. Yeah. Let's see. Well, that's it. But you know, I hope it helped, and good luck.